Yun po. So, conclusion na po tayo. Tapos na po yung bread experiment natin, no? So, tinry po natin yung white loaf bread. Nag-try din po tayo ng pandesal and nag-try din po tayo ng whole wheat bread. So, ito po yung resulta. So, inuna po natin yung white bread. Again, lahat po yan nilagyan ko po ng palaman na liver spread para may lasa naman po kahit papano. So, white bread po yung inuna po natin sa experiment, no? Started with 111 na blood sugar level. Then after an hour, went up to 191. And then, final reading, yung 2 hours po na measurement natin, 172. So, hindi po maganda yung impact ng white loaf bread sa blood sugar po. Next, pandesal. So, nag-start po tayo ng blood sugar level at 122. After 1 hour, almost the same with the white bread. 193 po yung inangat niya. And then, after an hour ulit, final reading 161. Last but not the least is yung whole wheat bread. Nag-start po tayo ng 106. After 1 hour, 163. So, mababa po siya compared to white bread and pandesal. Kaya lang mas mabagal po siyang bumaba kaysa po dun sa naunang dalawa. So yung final reading po niya is 158. So pagka tiningnan po natin yung blood spikes po niya, no, after 2 hours, ito po yung itsura niya. So si white bread plus 61, pandesal plus 39, and wheat bread plus 52. So hindi ko po mai-recommend kahit alin po sa kanilang tatlo because lahat po sila lumampas dun sa threshold natin na 140 and below. Plus the fact that this only proves yung research and articles na nabasa ko, no, na double black eye ka sa bread. Kasi meron na siyang carbohydrates, yung carbs, tapos meron pang sugar na kasama. So yeah, I won't recommend any of the three. Siguro in the future, we'll try to look for bread. Meron po kasing nabanggit in one of the articles na sourdough. So that's something that I'm looking for here sa Philippines. Kung available po siya, I'll purchase and we'll see kung ano po yung magiging spike sa blood sugar. So see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!